The following is quotes and commentary on The Way to Wealth by Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin became wealthy in publishing Poor Richard's Almanac as a collection of useful phrases, poems, and rhymes about how to create wealth in life and ultimately a life of prosperity. Ben Franklin wrote under the pseudonym Richard Saunders in the authoring of Poor Richard's Almanac. He uses references to Poor Richard in his writing of The Way to Wealth, referenced here. We complain of taxes from the government, yet idleness, pride, and folly are the real taxes that cannot be abated. God helps those who help themselves, said Poor Richard. Sloth, like rust, consumes faster than labor wears. If you love life, do not squander time, because that is what life is made of. Lost time is never found again. Sloth makes all things difficult, and industriousness all the easier. By diligence we shall do more with less perplexity. Laziness travels so slowly that poverty will soon overtake it, so drive thy business, let it not drive thee. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man happy, wealthy, and wise, said Poor Richard. He that lives on hope will die fasting. He that hath a calling has an office of profit and honor. Industry pays debts while despair increases them. God gives all things to those working in the present, knowing that what happens in the future is heaven's decision. One today is worth two tomorrow, as we never truly know what the next day will bring, but there is certainty in the present. Be your own master and be ashamed to find yourself idle. There is more to be done than can be contained in one lifetime, therefore sloth cannot be entertained. Even the lightest diligence is diligent enough to produce daily more than can be said of sloth. Constant dropping wears away stones. A steady dedication is more valuable than a single day's work. Little strokes fell great oaks. Employ thy time well if thou art to find leisure. A life of leisure and a life of laziness are two separate things. Labor and industry give comfort, plenty, and respect. Chasing these will drive them further away from your grasp. It is in ignoring the pleasures of the world that they will come toward thee. Do not allow yourself to send work, but go to do work. Trusting too much to others' care is the ruin of many. Not to oversee the worker is to leave your purse open. The simple act of caring is profitable in this sense. The most faithful servant you can have is yourself. A little neglect can breed great mischief, but frugality can improve position. Those who know not how to save will endlessly work their lives at the grindstone. A fat kitchen leaves behind a lean will. Away with expensive follies, for the amount that maintains a single vice can raise 2 children. Beware of little expenses, as a small leak will sink a great ship. Rich diets, daily entertainment, and a focus on comfort may seem harmless, but raise the threshold of content with each indulgence. Buy what thou hast no need for, and by error long thou shalt sell thy necessaries. Many have been ruined by buying good pennyworths. When you buy one fine thing, you buy 10 more. It is much easier to counter the first desire than to satisfy the 10 more. Wise men learn by others' harms, and fools rarely by their own. The artificial wants of mankind are more numerous than the natural. The plowman on his hands is worth more than a gentleman on his knees. So much is risked and suffered for the pride of appearance, yet brings no merit. Fine silks and robes will put out the kitchen flame. The act of accepting debt gives someone else power over one's liberty. Poverty deprives a man of all spirit and virtue, can leave him jailed or even force him to servitude. Creditors have better memory than debtors. Be industrious and free. Be frugal and free. Gain may be temporary and uncertain, but ever while you live, expense is constant and certain. Above all, ask heaven for blessings. For as good as industry and frugality may be, God and heaven guide the way to wealth.